see what he can do in the midst of unbelievers, on the leading edge with his word, his power, his grace, and his mercy. For God's sakes, we're Lutheran. This is what we know.
Pain, hurt, sadness. These are many reasons that cause people to say, like, why God? Why? And I totally get this. I totally understand. It causes people to doubt God. Like, many times, like, they want someone to blame, and that's God. Or they want to act as if, if there was a God, this couldn't happen, and kind of bank on randomness, A friend of mine, I don't know if he wants his Twitter name out there, his real name. Call him Solitude, okay? We're talking, and this battle rapper, he posted this little video where he talked about his struggles with God. Right? And, I totally understand, man. Like, sickness, death, being heartbroken are tragic things that strike to your inner core. It strikes your inner core. At times we feel like, man, I did all I could do. Why didn't God have my back? Why didn't God make it okay? When you gave it your all, like you put everything in it, not perfectly, but you gave it your all, and your world still falls apart, it's hard. It's hard, like I'm currently going through some things. So like I totally can relate, in regards to the pain that people feel in regards to that, But as a believer, like sometimes people think that when you're a believer that we're not going to experience sadness, we're not going to experience. As a believer, a lot of times people get the assumption that like we won't experience pain, But that's part of life. It's part of life. But God has made a way. Like, that is the hope that we have. We know that a better day is coming. God has redeemed and is redeeming the world. Like, when Jesus makes his return, things are going to be right. We're in a fallen world. I hate those cliche terms, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is, we are all sinners in a sinful world. Pain, hurt, and things like that are going to happen. They're going to happen. I mean, it doesn't take much to look around and see pain in the world. It really doesn't. It doesn't take much to turn around and see pain in the world. But know what else? It doesn't take much to see the good either. It doesn't take much to see the good either. But the pain seems to stand out a little more. It seems to stand out a little more and stick to the forefront of everything. It kind of causes like, just a negative outlook, and it weighs on you. It weighs on you, Like, with the freedom God has given us, there will be pain. And I've come to accept that, you know what I'm saying? And not saying I didn't accept it before, I don't really have a choice, But it doesn't reflect like God failed or God didn't do something, That's not how it is. Like, no matter how much good we do or how much good or effort that we think that we put into relationships or situations, pain will be there. Pain will be there. 12 of the luckiest people to ever walk the face of the earth, okay? And this isn't hypothetical, okay? Experience great pain. Experience great pain. They experience loss. A day that I call the loneliest day to ever happen is Good Friday, okay? The apostles lost Jesus. Like, they were with God every day, high-fiving, cracking jokes with God in the flesh. And after Good Friday, it was silence. Silence, like you go from being next to God, literally right next to you, to what? I can imagine their pain right now, A loss is it hurts. It hurts, You start second guessing things like, I should have did this. What if I did that? Why, God? Why? Like, you start questioning things like that. You know what I'm saying? But they weren't alone that long. Now, don't get me wrong, they were alone for 24 hours is a long time when you experience something that rocks your world, shakes your foundation, you know? But in hope in this, we can see that God came back. God came back, restored and rebuilt them, sent them out into the world. The hope that they have, you know? And even after that, they were still on earth, the apostles, and there still was pain. All 12, I won't say 12, because John didn't, but majority of the apostles experienced horrible deaths. Horrible deaths. It doesn't negate the joy they had walking with Jesus, and the joy and the glory and I'm the words to express it, that they experience being with God now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't downplay the pain. I can't downplay the hurt. But we can't just focus on that. We can't just focus on that, you know? And just because there's hurt shouldn't cause people to doubt God. We're in a fallen world. And I'm not one of these people that go around saying, you know, oh, we're all sinners that deserve death and wrath and all the negativity. I'm not one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? God called us beloved. When he made us, we were good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the fall happened and the world is crap because of us. Relationships are crap because of things we do, things we don't do, things we should do, you know? But God promised to fix it. He promised to fix it, and that's the hope we have. We keep pressing forward. We keep pressing forward, knowing that in the end, we should be thankful. Not saying thankful for the pain, but thankful that God made a way. That through the pain we're going through, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, you know? And we know that tunnel isn't a train coming. We know it's actually light. It's glory at the end of the tunnel, you know? That's just some stuff I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, after reading that tweet and knowing that, you know, with my situation I have going on, you know? So treasure your time, like, treasure your time in general, like when you're with your loved one, when you're with your parents, your grandparents, when you're with your wife, your kids, like, treasure your time, because there's no telling when things could go wrong. There's no telling. Pain is real, and you don't want to have regrets. You don't want to have regrets. It's easy at the end to say, oh, God didn't have my back, or something like that. But for those days upon years that you had with that person, if you're going to say God didn't have your back in the end, what was going on those times? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't leave nothing on the table, man. Like, don't leave nothing on the table. You know, be thankful. Be thankful that the person was in your life. You know? Like, that's something to be said. I mean, like I said, man, like, you just gotta be thankful. Like, I miss my brother, right? All right, sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I miss having someone to talk to about things in my life, someone to go to, you know. And I was young, you know what I'm saying, but so I never got a chance to tell him that, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. But like, just treasure people, man. Things could be so bad in your life, but don't let that cause you to forget the good you see, the good that's around you. There's other things going on that can help you get through what you're going through, and can just be there for you, or you can be there for them, you know? There's a lot of good in the world, and just because it's pain doesn't mean that there's no more good around, or no more things that you can do, in a sense, you know? So treasure your time, treasure the people you're with, treasure your loved ones, treasure them. Like, it's easy to blame God for the bad, but there's a million opportunities for the good right there in front of you. The good works God has laid before us are right there. And even through the bad and the negative, There's still good work to be done, and there's still blessings you can be in people's lives, and blessings people can be in your life. You know, just keep pressing forward, man. Just keep pressing forward. That through the pain, through everything, there's hope. There's hope. There's hope in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? There's hope, and we gotta focus on that. Gotta focus on that and know that we're not alone, even though we feel so alone. You feel so alone when you take your steps and you take your breaths, and you don't know how you're gonna persevere through it. And I don't want to say it like this, but it's like I don't have to worry about persevering. I don't have to worry about. I know that I'm gonna keep my eyes planted, keep my eyes focused on Jesus, and things will work out. Things will work out. Anyhow, Whatever project.